what's up? I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. If you're ever wondering why I change literally just one thing about myself for a video, it's so when I am importing it, I know which video it's for. Today I'm going to be doing my November library haul for you guys. I checked out around about 20 things from the library in November, even though I think I read 2 of them, maybe. I just am very fond of using the library. You guys will know I work at my local library, so, you know, makes it pretty easy to just constantly see books and just want to take them home. I love to hear what you guys have checked out from your library, so let me know down below. I really wish ours told us, like, how much money we had saved throughout the year. I know some libraries do that. They give you, like, a receipt and it will say, like, you've saved this much money. Last time I checked, I think I was 30-some thousand checkouts from the library in my lifetime. Anyway, let's get into this. So, I went on a spree at the beginning of the month. I was like, I am in the mood for romance. And I'm like, once I'm in the mood for something, I just want it right then and there. So I went on to Overdrive and just checked out romance ebooks. So one of which was The Flat Share. This is about a girl who was desperately looking for a flat after her and her boyfriend had broken up, and they still live together, but he is now seeing someone else. So she has decided that it is probably time to get the hickety heck out of there. And so she takes up the offer on an ad in the paper that's basically like, you can come live here. We would sleep in the same bed, however, at different times. Like, he works night shift, so he would be at work while she's asleep, and then once he comes home, she would leave and he would sleep, kind of deal. So she takes him up on this offer. I'm assuming things become romantic at some point, but I DNF'd it, not necessarily because it wasn't good, although I didn't really like the guy's point of view. It was very stilted, very strange type of robotic writing, and his dialogue was just weird. So besides the point, I just became extremely out of the mood for romance as soon as I started it. After I downloaded like 10 things. The next thing was the Right Swipe, and this is about a woman who is in charge of a dating app, and she ends up trying to go and kind of infiltrate, I guess, one of the other leading apps. So one of the other leading dating apps, one of the creators has passed, and there's news that they're like kind of looking for someone else to kind of take over. So she goes to this launch, and at this launch event, one of the new spokesperson is actually someone that she had a one-night stand with, and things did not go well after that. So they have 2 very different points of views of what happened that night, and it's basically them trying to work through those differences. I also DNF'd this mostly because it is a miscommunications plotline. She's angry at him for a miscommunication on his part, and like, I don't do miscommunication, so I DNF'd that one pretty quick. It's probably good, I've heard good things, but I just couldn't get into it, and also the need to read romance went right out the door. So I also checked out Meet Cute, and honestly, I don't even know what this is about. I've been seeing people talk about it. So this is about a girl who runs into, like, her celebrity crush, actually, like, runs into him, and I believe that she just fangirls on the spot, and they strike up a friendship, which ends up turning into him betraying her. Now, he has also become the guardian of his 13-year-old sister, and he just needs her help big time because he does not know what he's doing. So I think this is about them you know, have to come together in order to help care for his sister, and I'm sure there are romantic feelings involved, hence because it is a romance. So I never even got to that one. I feel like there was another one, but I cannot place it off the top of my head, and I did not write it down apparently. Okay, pretty much everything else is a graphic novel. I'm just going to tell you that right now because my reading was non-existent in November, and honestly I've just been craving a really good graphic novel series, and also then I also checked some out for a video which I'm sure will be coming later this week, and you guys will probably realize it once I start showing you guys some of the things. But so I was desperate. I was like, send me some graphic novels. I need me some graphic novels. So one of the first ones I picked up is Spectacle, and I just thought this looked Really cool. I believe this is about sisters, but one of the sisters is dead and is a ghost. One sister is murdered and comes back as a very demanding ghost. But they work at, she's a psychic and she doesn't believe in the supernatural until her sister, of course, becomes that. And they work at a circus together. But I really liked the coloring in this and stuff. I haven't had a chance to read it yet though, but it seems like it's really cute. So I will be checking that out. And then I also picked out In a Sense Lost and Found. I don't know what this is about, but I mostly picked it up because it was short. And I was like, I can read this to up my book count, but I never even got to it. Oh, this explores innocence by treating it as if it is a tangible object, something that can be lost, found, mass reproduced, and sold back to its owners. So that seems pretty interesting, actually. Now I'm more intrigued to actually read it. I also saw that we got Zero's Journey in at the library, and this is Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he is my favorite little fictional pet sidekick thing, and I think that this is really fitting because it fits between Christmas and Halloween, so I thought this would be a pretty good December kind of pick-me-up type thing. Also picked up Teen Titans Raven. I picked this up in the past and someone had put a hold on it. How dare they? Now I'm even more intrigued to read it. Raven is my favorite from the Teen Titans group. I love Teen Titans. The show on Nickelodeon, not Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, was my favorite growing up, and I don't know, I'm interested. I think this is kind of Raven. I think she has lost her memory due to some sort of accident, and then she is sent to a school in New Orleans in order to recover, I guess. I don't know if this is her origin story maybe, or if it's kind of just her backstory. I don't really know much on that. I also picked up The Handmaid's Tale. I have read The Handmaid's Tale, and I will say that it is not a book I enjoyed, but they came out in the graphic novel form. I'm interested to see if this is true to the book in that, like, it keeps all the, like, details, or if it varies, or what. Like, I'm intrigued because I've never really read a novel, like a full novel into a graphic novel format, so I'm intrigued, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You can probably guess where we're going with those. And then I also picked up Umbrella Academy 1 and 2. I am interested in the show. I wasn't before, but I am suddenly. And I wanted to kind of know a little bit more about it. I've been seeing a lot of people rave about the show. And so I wanted to see if maybe this follows along with it or not. Oh, this is one. This is two. 3 books here that I'm not going to be showing or telling you about because they are for a secret TBR video that I am going to be doing later in December, but just know that they are here. They are here. Monstrous Volume 1, because I thought it was going to make it into the top of the Goodreads awards, but it didn't, and honestly I just realized that I didn't have time for it after I checked it out. I was like, I just took out like 20 graphic novels and I just don't have time for this one, so I ended up returning it, hence why I do not have it here to show you. But I've seen good things about it. They took quite a long hiatus, I believe, between the second and the third volume, so about it. It hasn't been something that's really called my name before, so. And then I picked up, oh my god, I was so excited. First of all, I realized that the Tea Dragon Festival was out, and the Tea Dragon Society is one of my favorite little like J graphic novel picture book type things. The illustrations are absolutely stunning in these, and I just want a tea dragon so bad. I mean, they are just so darn stinking cute, and I want one. I've decided that I need one. I want one in life. But this is kind of a spin-off. It follows 2 of the characters from the first one, but they don't play a major role, so you wouldn't have to read these in any type of order. It just followed, the first one kind of just goes into a little bit more about what the tea dragons are actually all about. Basically, they're people nurture these tea dragons and they provide leaves for tea. So, but this one in particular is about a girl who lives in a village that is very open. They share their dragons, which is pretty unheard of. She goes out and gathers things and comes across an actual dragon, like a guardian type dragon, and he wakes up and he has been asleep for like 80 years, and he is just like, help, show me what I need to do, and it is just absolutely beautiful and stunning. I love these so much. There is also hints at sign language in this. It actually talks about it on the first page to show like what sign language is going to look like inside of the graphic novel, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then I accidentally came across Hecate And this is a Nightlights story, and Nightlights is another one of my favorite little J graphic novel picture book type things. Again, it has just absolutely stunning pictures in it. I do think this one could be a little bit older just because it deals with kind of preserving nature consciousness about things, and it was just deeper than I thought it was going to be for a kid's book. Like, I don't know if kids are going to get it, but like I was reading it, I was like, my mind is just like, whoo. But I love these. Again, beautiful drawings. This is about a girl who finds a turtle shell, and inside that turtle shell is a whole other world. And it is just so good. I think that's pretty much it. The last thing that I have is Very Good Lives by J.K. Rowling, and I did not realize this when I picked it up. I just kind of saw this on the shelf and I was like, I didn't know about this. And this is the Harvard graduation speech that she gave in like 2005 or something along the lines of that, and it was just a really quick read. Again, it's just like the speech. There's these lovely little pictures and stuff inside. I don't know, humbling to read, and it's very much more about like, hey, in order to succeed you have to fail, also because like, you know, then you know what succeeding actually feels like and things like that, and just her, I don't know, like her ideas of failure and things like that. But that it was a really quick read, and I just thought it was interesting. Nothing crazy or fun or, you know, anything like that. Okay, I'd also checked out Nobody's Victim, but I did not get around to this. This is Fighting Psychos, Stalkers, Pervs, and Trolls. I don't really know. I think this is just a woman just kind of talking about, you know, the sexual assault kind of culture that is today, and just fighting back against that, and just deep stuff. So I didn't get around to that. It just honestly checked out to me within the past few days, and I just don't have the time, and it's also something that I don't feel like I am in the right mindset to currently read. Friends, I think that is it. I'm sorry I couldn't show you everything today, but I will tell you that the other things are not that exciting anyway. So these are everything that I got from the library. Make sure you let me know what you guys checked out from your library. I hope you guys have liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see future library hauls from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye!